Now, if you're looking to start your new startup, okay, and you want to get it set up for free, I'm going to tell you where to go to get it set up for free. Plus, I'm going to tell you what's the best state you can get it set up for free. Plus, I'm going to tell you the best credit card you want to start with your new LLC. All right. Now, the first thing we're going to be talking about is going to Busy, over to Busy, okay? Because they will set your LLC up for free, okay? And all you have to do is pay the state fee. They will file the paperwork for your new LLC. All right. Some providers charge up to $150 to do this. They're going to do it for free. All right. Now that's the good thing. Here's something that you do need to know even before you file the paperwork. All right. Choosing the business name. All right. This is number one. Okay. Number one is choosing the business name. The reason this is important because you do not want to just choose a generic name. I have seen some professionals tell people just choose a generic name for your LLC. Why do you think Walmart is just calls it Walmart instead of a distribution and stuff like that? I'm telling you, you're going to screw yourself over, and I'm finna tell you why. If you choose a generic name like Thompson LLC, more likely in your state there probably is a Thompson LLC, right? Now, say that this Thompson LLC, it may have a registered trademark. So that means that you can't use Thompson LLC. That's for number one. Number two, you should always identify what type of business you are in. All right. And another thing is in reference to the NAICS code, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But before you actually form this LLC, you better have this information set up correctly because you will screw yourself over. All right. So understanding, going back to the name. So say that you're going into janitorial. So Thompson's Janitorial LLC, not Thompson's LLC. You do not want a generic name. All right. Now, going on to number two, which is the NAICS code. Choosing a low risk NAICS code. The reason that you want to choose a low risk NAICS code is because if you choose a high risk, say that you're going into real estate, you are a real estate investor, that's a high risk NAICS code. All right. You have to look something beyond that real estate investing. Okay. Some people may choose like property management or something like that. Something with a lower risk. So that way it'll make it easier for you to get funding. Now, I did not say it would be impossible for you to get funding. I just said it's going to be more challenging for you to get funding with a high risk NAICS code, especially when you're looking at traditional lenders like your major banks. Okay, this is very important. All right, so that's number two that you need to understand. Number three, the state that you actually set your LLC up in. This is very important. A lot of people, they will want to go to Nevada. They will want to go to Wyoming. They will want to go to Delaware. The reason they want to go to these places is because they're like, well, these places do not have any state tax, right? So here's the thing about it. If you are not actually living in one of those states and you set your LLC up in one of those states, many people will register business in one of those states, but they do not file the proper taxes, or do they not fill out the forms for their statement of information to update. Plus, you are operating as a foreign entity. And because you're operating as a foreign entity, you still have to file taxes in your own state, and you still have to pay whatever state fees your state charges. Now, here's another thing. If you do not file your taxes and do your statement of information in these other states that your business is registered in, now you can have your veil pierced, meaning that that liability can fall directly on you, meaning that you will not be protected. Okay, do you understand that? I hope so. Because a lot of people are giving this, just set up an LLC in Nevada, Wyoming, Delaware, and they are not explaining this. The reason they're not explaining this because they are not studying state tax code. Okay, now please understand, I am not an attorney. Okay, I am not an IRS registered agent. I've been in this industry over 2 decades. And understanding why a lot of people get caught up is because of this misinformation that people are not telling them all of it. Okay, so those are some of the top 3 things that you must do. Now going back, moving forward with this busy, yes, they will file for your registered agent. Okay, speaking of registered agent, we're finna come to that. But in reference to setting up your business, yes, they will register your business for free in whatever state you choose. Talking about the registered agent, Busy will also give you a registered agent free for 1 year, meaning they will not charge you a fee for that. Does that mean that you cannot be your own registered agent? That does not mean that. You definitely can be your own registered agent. All right. However, most people, especially if they're new and they don't want to deal with any of the paperwork and stuff, they would use companies like this to be their registered agent, and they don't mind paying that little small fee or whatever. So also it can be a tax write-off for you also, right? So this is what Busy would do for you. They would file your company for free. In the first year, they would give you a free registered agent. All right, so you don't have to pay that fee. Here's something else that's very important so that you won't get yourself in trouble. All right, once they have registered your LLC, you must go over here to the beneficial ownership information. It's through FinCEN. Okay, and I made a video on it. I'll put it in the thing below. But you must register your business. As of January 1st of 2024, whenever you set up a new business, they usually give you up to 90 days for you to register that business. Then they will send out a notification. Hey, you haven't registered your business yet. Once they send out the notification to give you your warnings and stuff like that, then what they can do is possibly start charging you $500 per day. Okay, now if your LLC has been set up prior to January 1st of 2024, then you have till January 1st of 2025 to actually fill out this form. Okay, and everybody that's associated with your LLC, they must be on this form. Okay, and you have to have their social security card, and you have to have their driver's license. So even if you have a child, yes, even if you have a child on the LLC, then yes, you have to put their information on here. Okay, now once you have your LLC set up, once you registered with the beneficial ownership information to protect yourself from the IRS charging you that extra $500, the best credit card that I would tell you to start out with in order to start building up the business credit, again, would be NAV. Now, the reason is because NAV does give you 2 trade lines, okay? NAV offers the program where you would get access to your business credit file and your personal credit file. Okay, they're monitoring that. Plus, they have the NAV Prime card. Anybody with a new business can get this card. Okay, the reason this card is so easy to get is because there's no credit check, no personal credit, no PG. All right, and you don't have to put any money down. This is a charge card. Okay, this is a charge card. Now, something that you do have to know that's going to help you. NAV does give you your Vantage personal credit score. Now, depending on how high your Vantage personal credit score, you may be able to get other business credit cards from different institutions as well. I made a separate video about that. Now, here's the thing about it. The reason that I tell you, again, because it will start you out with 2 trade lines. But please understand this. You must use the card in order for them to report. Okay? Most people will get the card, but they won't use the card, so they don't have any data to report. I continue to tell you guys, it usually takes anywhere from 45 to 60 days to start to see reporting. Now, you will not see the name of the company reporting. You will just see 2 trade lines, okay? Now, some of you all may, well, what about Dun & Bradstreet and all of this? That's not for this video, okay? That's not for this video. The main thing for this video is help you structure your LLC and get your first business credit card, all right? So if you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.